Imagine your job cut in half overnight. CEOs admit AI erases your role. Unpack the shift, the sting, and the survival plays. The narrative sells a productivity miracle. The math reveals a payroll massacre. Dario Amodei leads Anthropic. He warned the market in a 2025 interview. AI spikes unemployment to 10 to 20% within 1 to 5 years. This hits entry-level white-collar jobs hardest. That uncovers the silent threat. Entry-level positions in tech once promised generational stability. Young graduates poured into expensive coding boot camps for years. They chased dreams of rapid innovation and high compensation. AI now handles those routine coding tasks effortlessly. Simple algorithms generate in a matter of seconds. Complex bugs resolve completely with highly optimized prompts. Human input shrinks to mere algorithmic oversight. Companies save massive amounts of capital on starting salaries. Training budgets drop dramatically across every enterprise board. Productivity metrics soar while internal headcounts collapse completely. The broader economy feels this brutal ripple immediately. Consumer spending dips sharply from these sudden structural layoffs. Local businesses suffer heavily from significantly reduced foot traffic. Tax revenues fall drastically in tech-heavy regional hubs. Local governments scramble desperately for viable economic solutions. That means the cost moves from hype to cash. Jim Farley heads forward. He shared his corporate forecast at the 2025 Aspen Ideas Festival. Farley estimates AI could eventually replace half of these white-collar roles. He highlighted junior coders as a prime historical example. 5 years ago, those specific coding jobs felt entirely secure. Now AI generates basic infrastructure code instantly on demand. Junior developers face severe and permanent market displacement. That reveals the job wipeout risk. Automotive design teams once relied heavily on human drafts. Engineers sketched expensive prototypes completely manually over several months. AI now simulates thousands of variations endlessly without any breaks. Iterations happen rapidly without any physical human fatigue. Design flaws catch early in the virtual testing cycle. Prototyping speeds accelerate far beyond normal human capacity. Manufacturing lines optimize faster than ever before in history. Global supply chains predict logistical disruptions with ruthless efficiency. Yet workers in essential corporate support roles vanish silently. Administrative staff handle significantly less daily corporate paperwork. Lengthy meetings transcribe automatically without dedicated human assistance. Corporate schedules coordinate seamlessly across multiple global time zones. The implication is simple. Someone has to absorb it. Corporate risk shifts entirely to the displaced desk workers. Public companies capture the massive operational cost savings. Who absorbs the hit? Anthropic's Amodei expanded this exact thought in his January 2026 essay. AI creates a permanent and expanding low-wage underclass. Less skilled office workers get trapped in a declining wage spiral. No easy career pivots remain for the newly displaced masses. That cracks open the real danger. Service industries transform quietly behind securely closed doors. Customer representatives field angry retail calls daily. AI chatbots resolve these routine client queries instantly. Escalations to human department managers drop very sharply. Massive call centers downsize their expensive global operations. Shift workers lose their crucial and necessary billable hours. The gig economy floods rapidly with desperate new applicants. Average wages stagnate heavily under this fierce new competitive pressure. Middle-class families cut back their essential household expenses. Personal savings deplete steadily over a few short months. Household debt accumulates steadily just under the economic surface. Social mobility stalls completely for an entire working generation. Traditional education investments yield significantly less financial return. Expensive college degrees lose their perceived market value quickly. This exposes the hidden price tag. Look at the staggering financial burn driving this panic. OpenAI faces a projected $8 billion cash burn in 2025 alone. Cumulative operating losses could reach a staggering $115 billion by 2029. Hyperscalers pour unprecedented capital into giant new data centers. They demand massive financial returns on these heavy physical investments. Enterprise AI projects face a staggering 95% failure rate in deployment. These massive models collapse under their own heavy synthetic data constraints. Tech executives panic over these massive, looming infrastructure bills. They offset the financial bleeding by aggressively slashing human payrolls. This incredible financial hemorrhage forces hyperscalers to monetize aggressively just to survive. That is the bill. Federal Reserve Governor Barr noted a severe macroeconomic twist. He views AI as a fundamental economic game changer for productivity. This rapid technological shift pushes the neutral interest rate significantly higher. Inflationary pressures remain stubbornly elevated due to massive data center energy demands. The Fed holds borrowing rates higher for much longer than markets expect. Expensive borrowing costs crush small businesses trying to compete globally. This scales directly to your rapidly shrinking purchasing power. Your monthly mortgage stays expensive while your daily job security vanishes. The question is not can they replace you? The question is why would they keep you? Goldman Sachs reported a massive global shift back in 2023. AI impacts 300 million jobs across the global economy. A 2025 survey showed widespread U.S. corporate automation plans. Half of these companies expect to automate sales roles by 2027. Routine customer interactions shift entirely to advanced digital chatbots. The human touch reserves itself strictly for complex million-dollar deals. Ford's Farley noted an interesting and highly structural economic defense. Blue-collar trades resist this digital AI integration completely. Massive data centers need heavy physical construction immediately. Specialized master electricians start at incredible $120K base salaries. White-collar career paths lack such physical and necessary backstops. New construction sites buzz with frantic daily industrial activity. Skilled welders assemble heavy metal server racks continuously. Experienced crane operators lift massive cooling units into place. Commercial plumbers install complex liquid cooling systems daily. These highly specialized roles demand strict physical human presence. AI cannot swing heavy steel hammers yet. Physical tools require steady and experienced human hands. Site safety protocols need grounded and situational human judgment. Strong union labor protections hold firm against digital automation. Hourly wages rise aggressively with localized physical labor demand. Severe labor shortages drive unprecedented and massive wage premiums. Technical apprenticeships fill the massive physical market gaps. Vocational schools expand their essential technical programs rapidly. Local communities invest heavily in this necessary physical training. The sharp contrast highlights modern systemic economic inequality. Displaced white-collar workers scramble desperately for digital relevance. Traditional blue-collar paths offer a highly reliable financial refuge. Here's the point. Financial incentives drive ruthless and rapid corporate cuts. Market shareholders reward brutal and sustained operational efficiency. Sam Altman of OpenAI shared a chilling future corporate vision. One single person runs a billion-dollar firm alone. This scales directly to massive corporate team reductions. Lean startups bootstrap their entire early operations with AI. Technical founders code significantly less every single day. Software agents handle highly complex global marketing campaigns. Digital sales bots automate aggressive and persistent client outreach. Venture funding rounds focus entirely on core proprietary technology. Startup valuations climb rapidly without ever adding human headcount. Private venture investors favor these extremely lean operational models. Traditional legacy firms adapt quickly or perish entirely. Corporate executive boards demand aggressive quarterly digital transformations. Expensive external consultants pitch aggressive AI replacement strategies. Digital software implementations roll out brutally every single quarter. Internal financial metrics track this specific ROI closely. Massive operational savings reinvest directly into more core R&D. Global innovation cycles shorten far beyond normal human adaptation. Fierce market competitors emerge faster than ever before. Digital markets saturate rapidly with cheap automated software offerings. Retail prices drop slightly for everyday digital end consumers. Output quality varies wildly across different automated service platforms. The real cost hides in these lost human opportunities. Displaced desk workers retrain for highly uncertain future fields. Broad AI capability blocks traditional horizontal career switches entirely. If these structural assumptions hold, corporate entry levels evaporate completely. Corporate finance analysts automate their routine daily spreadsheet tasks. Digital legal bots handle complex precedent research instantly. Let's be precise. Amade predicted AI completely surpasses human intelligence very soon. 1 to 2 years compresses the total economic shock drastically. Data scarcity poses hard physical limits on this rapid growth. Digital models evolve through ruthless algorithmic optimization. I've watched teams get trapped by this exact constraint. Over-reliance breaks these fragile and complex digital systems. System debugging fails completely without actual human intuition. Dangerous automation blind spots emerge within the corporate workflow. That's the trap. The digital promise lures naive tech investors. The massive layoffs hit the working middle class. Amazon planned a massive structural shift back in 2025. Internal documents reveal they aim to avoid hiring 600,000 people by 2033. Giant automated warehouse bots sort heavy physical packages efficiently. Routine office workflows delegate completely to back-end software agents. Wall Street investors applaud these massive efficiency gains loudly. Public stock valuations reflect these future margin projections perfectly. The systemic risk does not simply disappear from a ledger. It moves directly to the newly displaced desk workers. Middle-class families adjust painfully to sudden income drops. Local municipalities lose their crucial operating tax revenue. Future economic scenarios unfold exactly this way over the next decade. Optimistic models assume massive productivity surges lift everyone globally. New highly specialized algorithmic oversight jobs emerge slowly. Human AI trainers curate clean data sets carefully. Pessimistic realities show the heavy job displacement lingers painfully. National unemployment hits that staggering 10 to 20% structural mark. Fragile state welfare systems overload under the massive sudden strain. Realistic economic outcomes suggest a brutal, functional hybrid emerges. High-level strategic roles blend seamlessly with heavy digital automation. Displaced office workers adapt forcefully to hard physical trades. The winner is whoever collects first. Nimble firms with early cuts gain massive global profit margins. Total market shares increase for the boldest early adopters. Terrified market competitors accelerate their own internal digital adoption. What breaks first? Public policy debates discuss universal basic income endlessly. Slow national governments pilot highly inadequate local funding programs. New corporate taxes target massive automated AI revenues specifically. Or severe global economic inequality widens completely irreversibly. Deep social divides deepen across every single major demographic. Angry public protests call for immediate strict algorithmic regulations. Nobody knows for sure, but the signs scream. NVIDIA's Jensen Huang called this rapid AI evolution incredibly scary. A few certain massive firms absolutely control core development. Raw compute resources concentrate unprecedented global economic power. Small innovative startups struggle desperately to compete globally. The fundamental question is not, can AI replace human labor? Why would aggressive corporate monopolies ever resist massive payroll savings? Heavy human labor expenses dominate traditional corporate operations. Massive payroll reductions free essential capital for crucial hardware investments. The critical economic bottleneck is actual physical skills prep. Skilled physical trades education expands rapidly across the country. Local community colleges offer highly targeted technical certifications. Traditional legacy universities integrate mandatory foundational AI literacy. Market value sticks permanently with the physical infrastructure owners. Wealthy tech executives accumulate unprecedented generational wealth. The newly displaced seek precarious digital gig economies. If this economic structure holds, the white-collar entry ramp vanishes. Corporate HR departments evolve their entire global hiring strategies. Modern recruitment focuses entirely on rapid cognitive adaptability. Expensive strategic consultants guide these painful corporate transitions. Large multinational enterprises audit their specific AI impacts quarterly. AI upgrades the corporate balance sheet. Careers downgrade to precarious digital task work. This is not a boom. It's a bill for workers. Now you know what changed and who pays for it. This is After Hours Alpha. Subscribe for evidence-first takes on AI and markets without the hype. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell, and tell me the one variable you're watching right now.